What is going on, guys? Legit here, and we are back with some more World of Tanks on the Xbox One. And today we got ourselves a new tank in the garage. It's got the IS-4. A couple videos ago, you saw that we were in the STI on Wide Park, and so since then, grinded out the last couple of thousand experience I needed, and grinded the remaining silver, and was able to buy it. So. Before we get started with the actual gameplay, we're going to look at the stats inside of the garage. And so yeah, let's get started. First off, we're going to be looking at the gun. It is a 122 millimeter gun, 5 rounds a minute, 258 average penetration on the regular rounds, and an average of 440 damage. Premium rounds bumps it up to 340. They are heat rounds, which is, I would have rather APCR, but heat is okay, I guess. Aiming time 2.9 seconds, accuracy 0.37, which is an increase from the last tank, which was I think 0.42 or something like that. So not too bad. Engine power, 750 horsepower engine. Thing weighs about 61 tons, so it gives it a power to weight ratio of around 12, which it's okay. It's not the fastest, but 12 is okay for a heavy tank, I'd say. It does have some problem accelerating, I do find, though. But since I do have equipment on this tank, and since the Xbox version doesn't show you what the stats are after you've equipped equipment on the tank, I have an app on my phone I'm going to be using for that. And so what we have on here is a large caliber tank gun rammer, enhanced gun laying drive, and a toolbox. I know most heavy tank drivers opt to use the the spall liner instead. I may try that out in the future, but for right now I'm gonna just stick with the toolbox because you do side scrape a lot in this thing, and the tracks do get taken off quite a bit. So those help to get those back up a bit quicker. So with the gun rammer, that brings our rate of fire up to 5.9 and our reload time down to 10.1 seconds, which is that's pretty good. That gives us a DPM of 2,600. I'll try to put this up on the right side of the screen somewhere so you can see this. And our aim time with the gun laying drive goes from 2.9 to 2.4, which is on the better side. That's quite good for a heavy tank. So yeah, that's good with the gun. We also, crew skill wise, have 6th Sense, Camouflage, Brothers in Arms, and Repairs so far, and we're training Snapshot. Training this just because it improves the accuracy during turret rotation, which means that it decreases the gun dispersion, which is why the aiming circle gets bigger when you move the hull or the turret. So if you decrease that, that improves your aim time and your accuracy. So that mostly what I'm doing, trying to get that accuracy time down. Not so much the aim time, but the accuracy. And alright, so now we're going on to armor, which is the IS-4's claim to fame. Front on the hull is 140, side on the hull is 160, and the rear is 100. Front of the turret is 250 millimeters, side of the turret is 200 millimeters, and the rear of the turret is 270. Now, I thought it was peculiar that the side has more armor than the front, but this is mainly because you're supposed to be side scraping a lot in these Russian heavy tanks, so it does have more side armor than front armor. And having that extra bit of side armor is very nice. It helps out a lot when you're side scraping, as we will kind of see in the gameplay footage. The mobility of this thing is rather lacking, I think. It's not T95 slow, but it's on the sluggish side. Max speed of 43 rarely does that. Only downhill will it do 43. But that being said, slight inclines will get your speed going, so it doesn't take a lot to get up to that 43 kilometer top speed. Traverse speed is 28 degrees. Eh, still rather sluggish, but not too bad. You can make it work. Um, like I say, the reason it's so sluggish is just because it only has a 750 horsepower engine, and it's trying to push 61 tons of tank. So you kind of get what you expect. But yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna wrap it up in the garage, and we're gonna move on to the first battle. So I'll see you there. Alrighty guys, so here we are on the first match in the IS-4, and we are on highway. It's a standard battle, spawned on the north side, so we are going to take our heavy tank to the town, which is supposed to do in a heavy tank. Matchup, can't complain, matchup's not too bad. Good amount of tier 10s on each side, rest of tier 9s, and a couple turrets if I think I saw some. Right here we're seeing the speed of the IS-4. Like I say, unless you're going downhill, you really don't reach 43. Cruising speed I think is around 30 on level ground. But one thing I didn't want to talk about was the armor. Since it's only the front of it's only 140 millimeters, you really do have to drive at an angle when you are facing enemies, because if you just rely on the frontal armor to deflect shots, it's just not going to hold up. The enemy's just going to be able to punch through that pretty easily. So that's the key to driving this tank, is angling the armor. Alright, so run into a building. So we're going to be moving up in the middle, try to support this IS-7 that's up here. Spot at E75, and what else we got over here? Not sure what that other heavy is. Oh, it's just a Carnarvon. And you'll see what I mean right here. Even though it is the Carnarvon, if I just face towards him, he's able to punch to it if he hits the weak spot. So that's why you do have to drive at an angle. Right here we're side scraping sort of. So he's only got our side to shoot at. Missed the shot there, but I'm sure if he did try to shoot at us, it would have bounced. Go. So see, he tried to shoot at that same spot, but since we're angled now, it increased the effective armor of that frontal hull armor, which means that he wasn't just dealing with 140 millimeters of thick armor. Pretty sure that T-54 just missed his shot. Thought he was gonna come around the corner again. Turns out he didn't. Trying to back up, peek around the corner. Going right into him. I don't know what he was shooting at there. He's taken care of. I was gonna go out, but I was worried about that Waffentrigger over there. Yeah, that E100 is in trouble. I'm not too worried about him. I was kind of stupid here. I was just kind of sitting out in the open. Instead of getting behind cover, I got greedy. Took a shot. And then I wasted time getting into cover, so. He was able to put a shot into me. Try to back up. Tank's a bit too long. Got trapped by the building. This guy's in trouble. I don't know why he's trying to cross an open field. That was kind of stupid, if you ask me, but there we go. I do find that the gun usually hits what I pointed at. I don't have too many problems with the accuracy, but it's like any gun, it acts up every now and then. T-28 prototype. behind those towers there. Can't really get a shot on him, but he comes out, so there we go. Was originally going to go to the base, but I looked at the map and saw we had 2 heavies rushing towards our base. So we would have to do something about that, because I don't think we'd be able to get there and start capping in time. So you see what I mean here? We're only on a slight incline, and we're already able to get up and past our top speed for a little bit there. So it doesn't take much. Got another IS-7 and an E5. Alrighty. Just keep on trucking. The thing I do like is the amount of hit points the IS-4 has. 2,500 is a big chunk of health. I think it's less than the mouse and the E100, and it's the same as the FV215B British heavy tank. So it is up there. It's tied for third for a tank with the most health. Was gonna come up here, try to get a shot on this IS-7, but I got spotted by the other FV215B over here. He misses his first shot, thankfully. We don't. Keep our armor angled. He missed again. Trying to figure out where. Oh, there he is. Alright, not worried about him now. He's under our gun. But they still had artillery that I forgot about. And so he did about 1,000 hit points of damage to us, which is not very cool. Not even gonna bother taking this shot because I know for a fact that it wasn't gonna pin, but it didn't pin anyway. So this IS-7 did give me problems. Go, bounced off our side armor. And you cannot try to circle something in an IS-4, that's just not gonna work. Missed another shot, fired a bit too early. We're just gonna keep it angled. Bounced off us again. Team came, we were able to reset the cap, so that's good. And the E5 killed him. So that was the game. That's not too bad. Almost 4,000 damage, block 1,700, 3,500 experience, and almost 55,000 silver. So was not a bad game. Pretty decent game as the first match in the IS-4. So again, not too bad. Well, it's gonna wrap things up. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.